know you are straight man. But big let people play. Because I mean I can go check your video chat it up. So let people play and one play with 1-5-1. Okay. We went to and Basel we get 1-0. On that game now. Just imagine the night before the Ghana game, you have a prayer crew in your room praying. Now you go watch your football and square all the team. We pray people in and pray all of pray men Muslim and John people to pray because I will never forget him. One time Joe told them well the final ground Joe said put it in the call and say my people letting where you're doing so at time on the internet you see that they pack the suitcase when they play. Joe said letting you're doing so. You don't want to behave yourself. Anything will make it somewhere for your company you will be out and as a man said that what happened today. You see, indiscipline. And when I carry on. Nobody saw the game. No one saw the game. But we're not supposed to go there because God Almighty who's will step up. You're tired of all the people that will come over the buying car, all buying your food, do all kind of things.
Process in terms of determining who is going to be the coach of Liberia national team. And based on the statutory provision given to them, they vetted series of coaches. Taking note of not just the qualities in terms of the leadership ability, how they instruct or the performance of the period, but they center around in terms of how they can grow and develop a very football, building a very good local-based team, and also developing and bringing a new breed of players to represent Liberia internationally. So we, as the executive committee, received a recommendation from the technical football development committee. Review and based on our own vision was submitted to Ministry of Youth and Sports. Ministry of Youth and Sports responded to the LFP as owner of the national team, and we decided to appoint Mr. Ansu Kieta as head coach of the Liberia national team. He is going to be responsible to help build a whole build our nationality in terms of decisions. I've been in football for over 24 years, invested a lot of money, thousands and thousands of dollars as a young person who worked hard and money, pay taxes are contributed towards the sustenance performance of the country. So he can check where we work. But I want to get credit to that. I would like to say I'm happy and proud. Our Nigerian Day team gave birth to the American one here. I'm happy to be a Nigerian, proud to be a Nigerian until I can, or the government can decide that I'm no longer a Nigerian, and it can be fun. It can find a place or country that I will go. So I'm proud to be a Nigerian. I will be a Nigerian. Those who follow know what is right, and we don't need.
Absolutely not, and I want to make this perfectly clear. If you cannot finish 90 minutes, you cannot play 90 minutes, and he hasn't played 90 minutes in about 8 months. He played 45 minutes yesterday and was brought off, right? He played, I think it was 12 minutes the previous game. I don't carry passengers. I don't babysit people. We are not in the business. We're trying to produce, I've said it and I've mentioned it in this meeting previously. We are in the process of actually developing a new strike force. We're giving young players such as Patrick Weir, Yiba Kasaya, Abu Kamara, all these youngsters. I got a lot of, Sam Johnson, what he's done for the Lone Stars, I have ultimate respect. But life moves on, and I'm not there to call people who can't play back-to-back 90-minute games. There's going to be some players that come and might not even play 5 minutes.
No, the coach, and not only the coach, like everybody in the FA, they get something personal against me. Like I was injured, I have a 2 weeks injury, I was having an hamstring problem, and I just came back last week from an hamstring problem. I played like 20 minutes. This going my first game coming from the injury, and my second game we were yesterday. I started and I played 45 minutes. At the end of the first half, second ball, me and the defender went on, and like pull a little bit, I felt pain, my anger, and I told the coach that it's better that I come out of the game and save myself for this coming Sunday because I have a tough game playing man who is the champion history who are participating in the champion league. So that coach, if I play on strongly. I started for my club yesterday, and the coach that coached me, he's very smart. He will not start somebody who is unfit.
What I think the national team players are doing extremely well. For the fact that those guys can come and sacrifice for Mama Liberia, it's unfortunate that we got the result that we did not anticipate. I think it is due to some lacks of early preparation. I think that's one of the problems. So what we can work on is that we need to put, in administration, need to put those mechanisms into place so that we have our guys prepared in time so that we won't go through the constraint that we went through. Like for me, I traveled with the team. I realized that the guys never had time to rest. There was no resting time. We were, a day to a game. We arrived a day to a game for international matches. I think it was not okay for them. And for me, I wasn't who is needed now because he has all of the experience that a goalkeeper desire. He's an older guy. He needs to be part of the national team to help. I said it in one of the interviews, and I'm very, very straight to that. This is the time for Mervin to lead our national team. So even we are not going to qualify, even when we win the 2 games, I'm not sure that we're going to qualify. But let us bring him on, give him the benefit of the doubt, let him go through it. Next time, we're going to make a comeback and see how best, our national team can qualify for whatever.
One hour, we are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for LFA, because I want to do anything to allow us eat. We are frustrated. LFA is nothing. They are zero.
We have fundraising dinner coming up on the 10th of December. That dinner is meant to mobilize resources in addition to whatever we may get from our land ministry to ensure that this program is held successfully. Well, we will have the program, the entire tournament will be happening at the Monrovia City Hall. That's the biggest national.
One hour, we are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for LFA, because I want to do anything to allow us eat. We are frustrated. LFA is nothing. They are zero.
It is another pleasant day to welcome you to the Weekend Sports right here on Freedom 87.9. This sports program comes away every Saturday at about this time. With me, Thomas Kojo Rolak, on the Weekend Sports. Coming up this afternoon, the Freedom Weekend Sports, we play host to former Liberian international midfielder Theo Lweis, which will be our guest this afternoon on the Weekend Sports. He will join us live from the United States of America as our guest on the Weekend Sports. We're going to talk a lot of things. Theo wants to be president of the Republic of Liberia, but we want to talk from the sports angle. What he has in store for sports. Let's look at his track record, where he started his football, when he started his football career, where it took him, what motivated him to not get involved into all activities apart from football. Theo will be our guest this afternoon on the Freedom Weekend Sports. He has singled out already that he will be around the corner in a few minutes' time. The National County Sports Meet 2026 draw will be held this afternoon at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. A lot of individuals will be there. I will be there to bring you updates for the draw of the National County Sports Meet. Another heartbreak for Liberian athletes, this time involving the basketball activities. Liberia Honor 18 men's and women's national team has been denied the opportunity to travel to Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso to participate in the Africa Zone 3 FIBA basketball qualifiers due to lack of support from the government of Liberia. The president informed the media on yesterday that the federation has cut off all activities for the team to travel to Burkina Faso following government failures once again to support a basketball delegation to leave the shores of Liberia. The national team of Liberia preparing to head out to the United States of America to participate in an international friendly tournament in the U.S. Anthony Kokwe is the media manager of the Liberia Football Association. Hope we can hear from him. A Liberian football stakeholder, a tough talking one, Mr. MS Stitches Glasgow, during the course of the week, released a letter addressed to the Liberia Football Association. We'll read word by word and we'll pick up Mr. Glasgow on the line. I'm told he's somewhere in Grand Bar. So when I spoke with him yesterday, he told me he was somewhere in the post city of Ikano. So we'll go to the line and speak with him. It's right there on the weekend sports. We give you the draw for the round of 16 of the ongoing FIFA World Cup. Who plays who? Last night, it was a heartbreaking moment for the Cape Verde national team. They suffered a painful 3-2 defeat after extra time to the current holders. Argentina led by Lionel Messi, the atomic flair, the man who determined the pace, the man who shows when a game comes to an end. Lionel Messi and his team had to wait for a late minute on goal that led drama to send them through to the round of 16 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I'm Thomas Rolak. Be there with me as I take this break. Let me go over this break. Let me go over this break to be back.
Historical and political reason, they have to be at the Moravia City Hall. The games will be played there. We'll have the opening ceremony on Friday, the 28th of December, and the closing ceremony on Wednesday, the 5th of January. So the fundraising dinner will be on Friday, the 10th of December. We have invited businesses and individuals to come and see what chess has done in other countries and how we can use chess as a tool to mold the minds of our young people in Liberia. So that fundraising dinner will be to promote the game among our stakeholders, educate some of them to know how important this is so we can get support, not just for this tournament, but for our ongoing endeavors.
Absolutely not. I want to make this perfectly clear. If you cannot finish 90 minutes, you cannot play 90 minutes. And he hasn't played 90 minutes in about 8 months. He played 45 minutes yesterday and was brought off. Right? He played, I think it was 12 minutes the previous game. I don't carry passengers. I don't babysit people. We are not in the business. We're trying to produce. I've said it and I've mentioned it in this meeting previously. We are in the process of actually developing a new strike force for giving young players such as Patrick Weir, Yiba Kusaya, Abu Kamara, all these youngsters. I got a lot of, Sam Johnson, what he's done for the Lone Stars, I have ultimate respect. But life moves on, and I'm not there to call people who can't play back-to-back 90-minute games. There's going to be some players that come and might not even play 5 minutes because they may have, because of the circumstances which dictate. From a fitness perspective, I've done my homework, I've spoke to their people, I've spoke to people in Sweden. He is not fit. Simple as that. End of story. I spoke to the people there. Attached to that club. I spoke to his previous club where he had an MRI scan. I did my research there as well, and they furnished me with the information. It's not information that I will share with you, but I did do my own work on it. I want players who are fit, and he's not fit. And I'm not really here to
like the coach, and not only the coach, like everybody in the FA, they get something personal against me. Like I was injured, I was having a 2 weeks injury, I was having an hamstring problem, and I just came back last week from an hamstring problem. I played like 20 minutes. This going my first game coming from the injury, and my second game we were yesterday. I started and I played 45 minutes. At the end of the first half, second ball, me and the defender went on, and like I pulled a little bit, I felt pain in my ankle, and I told the coach that it's better that I come out of the game and save myself for this coming Sunday because I have a tough game playing man who is the champion history who are participating in the champion league. So that coach, if I play on strong league, I started for my club yesterday, and the coach that coached me, he's very smart. He will not start somebody who is unfit. He will not even start Mendoza sent for a club Premier League in Sweden to start somebody who is not fit. So while that coach talking to me, I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say that whether he call me or not. If he call me, if he don't call me, I don't care. I focus on my club duty where my family, I earning money from me and my family and people who I think I can help the youth by like my academy and try to do one or two things back for the country. So I don't, and while I'm there, I'm not even listening to him. Like somebody saying something, if that's true, the way no go around. So something, I think there is something personal, something very, very personal. It's not only about the coach, but people in the FA. I showed the end of this, there's something personal. So everything that coach is saying, he take the decision also, but people in the FA tell him what to do also. So they are the one running the football in like, bro, I don't have time if they call me or not. So now, like I said, I'm focusing on my club duty, and if they're not coming, I know everybody want to play for the national team, but if they're not coming, I'm not going to force anybody. I every owner don't have trust in me. It will be looking like I'm wasting my time to be true.
Okay, Sam.
The coach wrote my team at the first game that Lone Star played the contract, and he says a lot of nigga my club. You know, like he make my agent really angry, and my agent wanted to sue him, but my agent took it a little bit cool, and he forgetting to know like I played in Sweden here for 6 years, and I play in MLS, I play all the club that I played for before a club buy, they all call it all the club there. And a year from the club, who is this player will know he's good for attitude, everything. Before they even buy, before coming here from the Malaysian Super, before coming here to the club in Sweden, the people in Mali, the people from Sweden here call the club in Malaysia, and the Malaysia club thought a lot of good things, but me, they call him on BIM. When apart from the football off the pitch, the kind of person I am. When he wrote my club, telling my club I'm in this place, trying to see if he could support my contract, but it was so funny because when he wrote the club, my sport director only sent me the letter. He started laughing. He said, "Who is this guy?" I said, "I don't even know him."
So welcome back to the weekend sports right here on Freedom 87.9. I was trying to see how best I can get my guest Theo Lweis. Yes, Theo is right around the corner. Theo is in the United States of America. So let's get this one. He said, once again, Liberia basketball dreams have been crushed, and not by openness in the court, but by the government of Liberia. Blatant neglect, failures. The Liberia Basketball Association were forced to withdraw from the U18 men's and women teams for the 2026 Afro Basket Zone 3 qualifiers in Burkina Faso after the government refused to provide financial support to the team. So this means that Liberia will not participate in the ongoing Zone 3 qualifier that is taking place in Ouagadougou. That tournament is already ongoing in Ouagadougou. So if you're just joining us, you are in tune to the weekend sport. Let me get this one from senior female professional president, Mr. M.S. Glasgow, who wrote of recent. I read they seek official clarification from the blatant statutory violations or preparation or purported by the executive committee by appointing two non-elected executive committee members to a statutory committee. So I'll have to speak with Mr. Glasgow on this one. Leska FC has confirmed the appointment of St. Chipley as a new head coach on a 2-year deal. Chipley makes a return to the club where he previously enjoyed remarkable runs, guarding the Shipping Boys to 5 major titles in 2 years and a half season before stepping away in 2024. His comeback marks a new chapter for the Shipping Boys as they continue to capture another league trophy in their quest. A lot of things happening across Liberia. They say there is an upcoming tournament, Sport of Africa one-day tournament on the 12th and on the 15th football tournament that will be held on the 26th of July in the Gate Dubai Fee in Hotel Africa Road community. Registration, I'm told, is ongoing, $300 Liberian. Let me speak with Mr. James Emmanuel Porter of the Liberia Basketball Association. A lot of things. Liberia on 40 and above team was to be in Greece to participate in the 40 and above tournament, but that was cut off. That was cut off after the team struggled to secure visa when James Emmanuel Porter arrived in Nigeria. Okay, Porter is in picking up. Let's see if we can hear from Mr. Anthony Kokoyi of the Liberia Football Association Media Department. The team should be preparing to go to Minnesota. the United States of America for a tournament. I want to know how prepared are they? Will they go? Financial support on hand? Is the team ready now? Is the government prepared to splash in cash for the team to go to the United States of America, precisely in Minnesota? Because I'm asking, because I saw what happened to the U18 men's and women basketball team of Liberia, who got stranded at the end of the day. The federation had to cut off the trip to Ouagadougou, and this is not the first time. Just in 2025, the team struggled to go to Kigali, Rwanda for the U16 competition. They had to wait for a donation of 20,000 for an individual. Can you imagine an individual sponsor the national team trips to Rwanda, to Kigali, Rwanda, when the national team is the property of the government of Liberia, when it should be fully supported by the government of Liberia? Or is the government of Liberia only particular about supporting football? There are other sports. Not all of the athletes in this country, not all of the kids in this country will play football. Some will play basketball, some will play lawn tennis, some will play chess. But lack of support has been one thing hampering all our sports federation across the country. Let's go to the line and talk to our guest this afternoon on the Freedom Weekend Sports. He's Mr. Theo Lweis. Theo Lweis is our guest on the Freedom Weekend Sports. Theo Lweis is a former Liberian international footballer. He played for many years for the Liberian national team. I'm told he made over 25 caps for the national team of Liberia. One of those kids who used to be right on the airfield that is now known as the Invisible Sports Park, when Theo used to go and train for Watanga Football Club before having a greener departure to leave Liberia, honor the then coach Antoine Hay, who gave him an opportunity to play for the national team for the very first time. Theo is our guest. Theo, good afternoon and welcome to the Weekend Sports.
Good morning from Minnesota, the Twin City. Good morning. Good afternoon to all Liberian who's following any Liberia.
Theo, how is life? We stopped seeing you around for a very long period of time on the pitch. Surprisingly, we heard that Theo is in the US now. How is life? When you stop playing, my man?
Well, it's a long story. But I actually stopped when my mother was murdered in 2019.
Oh, wow.
And I stopped because I could not concentrate anymore. I could not concentrate anymore. So I decided to stop because football is mental, physical, and more mental than physical.
Okay.
So mentally, I wasn't ready. I was unstable, so I decided to stop to be a fair guy.
Okay. Oh, my brother, I have my sympathy. I'm so sorry for the unfortunate situation that took place with your mother. Let's first get to know, the public would love to know. As for me, I do know. For many of the young kids, many of those following would love to know, who is Theo Lweis? Where and when he started a football career?
Well, Theo Lweis is just a normal kid, born and raised in a very slum community in Liberia, and started as an other young child kicking this size football and growing up loving the game because my father used to play. So I think I followed whatever he used to do, and growing up loving the game, and from one community to another community, and then we kept growing until I took it serious. Had an opportunity to play directly in the first Premier League in Liberia.
Okay.
For Alliance Motor from, I think I played fourth division, but then there are a lot of things because there were in my generation, there were a lot of kids, talented kids, and it was quite challenging. And I only took it serious after I started to not play, and all the teams I tried to play for, I was overlooked, and I stopped. And then I sat one day and said, no, I got to challenge these people. They're not better than me. They were all my friends. Yeah. And I left directly from the 4th division. I did not even play more than 10 games. But I'm just one of those people who challenge life. And I challenged myself, make some training, very high level training with, I remember Marco Decline. He's not well now. But
I normally see Marco Decline along the street, most especially around the Vamoma area.
Yes. Taking those decisions, he was one of the guys who helped me develop a lot.
Okay.
And the guy played for two-court defender called The Shield. So Mayfielder, he helped me a lot. There's a guy called also Tete. He used to be very close to Theo Williams. They helped me a lot. Okay. And then I went directly from Mr. Nobody from 4th division to the Premier League, one of the first young guys I ever played in the Premier League in Liberia. Yeah.
Tell us that story. When you used to train with Watanga, that story of being called up to the national team for the very first time under then coach Antoine Hay. What went running into your mind that day? How was the feeling like, Theo, for the very first time as a young kid coming up, playing for a club?
It was amazing, but then it was something that I knew because why I say this, I have prepared, and anytime you prepare for something, and when the opportunity comes, it just becomes more nice. It becomes more nicer because I have already known that I was one of the best players that was playing in the Liberia Soccer League. But then when I went to Watanga, let me put it like this. Like Nima did. You know, when you play for those big teams and have a lot of stars, and you notice that no matter what you do, your work will not be better than Messi.
Yes,
it will not maybe better than or Ronaldo, because some people just carry that, grace, and then they have the talent as well. Because it was quite challenging when I left. I played one season for Lions Motor. I did extremely well, and I went directly to Mate Barrow. And that time in our era, Mate Barrow was not a team that you just joke with, because we had Ase Pati, we have Victor Agali, we have Nuson Kolala, we had a lot of very talented players. So it was quite challenging also for me, because those guys I already won the first championship. And then looking at me being in that team, and sometimes I was also overlooked many times, especially when I see no disrespect to my friend and comrade Marco Jesu. He's a good player, very good player, but I thought I was always better than all of them. But then they would decide sometimes not to play with me. And even when James Diva came to coach us, he called me one day. He said, "Look," he called Christian Cole. He said, "But this Theo is way better than many of these players. Why you don't play him?" But every coach have their own. So I decided to leave Barrow after 2 seasons. Okay. I wanted to play for a team that I would be able to be one of the, the bright minds. That's what I talk about. Neymar leaving Barcelona and going to
Paris Saint-Germain,
to Paris to win the Ballon d'Or, to be the face of the team. So I went to Watanga to discussion, and when I got to Watanga, everything was just because I was way bigger than many midfielder in the league. My work could prove it, because I was doing it in the pitch. But whenever they called up the national team, I was still never called. Not for the youth team, for Alliance Motor days, all the way to Watanga, they would never call me. Even not for the under 20, not for. It was just one time. I made it to the under 20. I had a very good game. But then we needed people who was fair. I think I mean, in that time, that's what we needed. A foreign guy who would judge fairly, not with corruption. Because don't forget, Liberia is a corrupt country. Who know who?
if you know this person, yeah, you know it or not, you can you can be in a high position because for instance, Sam Gissing, maybe I will put it like that. Thomas now, and yeah, Thomas will put you there because he knows you. He doesn't know the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I was able to keep shining in Watanga. I think did 2 seasons, but almost on my way to National Port Authority (NPA) because I have speaking with what his name, the friend Jericho Nangwe, who told me personally, man, I need you on my team and we can work together and we promote you. And I decided to do it, and then it was when we had the President Cup. President Cup came up immediately. But something had happened before the President Cup. There was a selection that the very NFA that knew me as one of the best midfielder in the league. They was bringing a foreign coach trying to build a new national team because they always build a new national team. So I was never called. Imagine Thomas, they call 80 some more players, and my name was never one of those names.
Wow.
I was enrolled. I was a very decent player. Never even used to talk. I just, just play my football and go home. And then when I went on the field to watch a game, I can't remember who were playing because in that time we was always watching each other. When other play, all the power players would come, or the eye play, we were always like that. And then I asked the chief referee back then, I think he saw me in Benedict, what is his name?
Benedict Yasia?
Yes, well, I'm forgetting his last name, but he was close to me. He was close to me. So he saw me and he asked me, are you guys practicing? No, it was after the President Cup. I played for NBA in the President Cup, and then I won the MVP. After we won, no, Liska. I think Liska won, I think, in penalty or something, but I won the MVP. So at the end of the day, in those kind of games that you call the 80 players, tell me now, why will you not call the guy who destroy one other team that you call maybe all the whole team for Liska, but you never call me and I won the MVP? You was never fair. So Benedict Yasia saw me, Mr. Yasia, he saw me, he said, you should not be late for the training session tomorrow at 8 complex. Samuel Keto complex, you should not be late. And I said, for what? But I saw the list, I heard the announcement, but my name is not on the list. He said, no, I think I saw your name. I said, well, I listened to the radio carefully. So this German coach came. He wanted to see all Liberians. He wanted to see the players. So that's why they called this huge list. One of the guys I can remember who testified to this is Sifik Obazikia, because back then he was playing for Blaster at that time.
Okay.
We all was the player that they was about to excommunicate us if we came from Ghana, if we were Ghanaian or Guinean. when he told me, so I, because my mother was my best friend, because of her, I already pursued this career. So when I went back home, I explained the situation to her. I said, well, I'm not going. And she told me, she said, no, just go, because at the end of the day, even if you go, well, you're all Liberian, maybe you never know. So I went to training that day, and I saw over 130 players, names that was not on the list.
Wow.
People just made recommendations, say, look, go there. Okay, John Brown send you, Thomas send you, Theo Lweis send you. And people came with a different recommendations. And then the list, was the one who was the team manager back then. He had a list. And he said that, look, these people names are not on the list. We call 80 players or maybe 85. I can't remember, but it was around 80 something. He said, this is the list, and we will call the list. The white people wasn't involved. They was spearheading it with Kadara Kuma and I think someone else. I can't remember. Because by then it was in 2008. And Skido said that he would call the list, and everybody whose name is not on the list should go home. And the war from Kadara Kuma and Apot gave birth to Theo Lweis today. Wow. He said to Skido, no, you will not call any list because all these children are Liberians. Give them opportunity. They are here now. So let them just train like they white man. He will see and select. After all, who are you, Skido, to say, oh, the other group of children should go? No, it's not fair.
And what was the feeling like, Theo? And what was the feeling like, Theo, when you are officially selected by Antoine Hay that day at the SKD when the Atem blew over you for the first time? What was the feeling like?
I was overwhelmed. And it was my first time to shit my pants. Because what happened, I have always been overlooked. Even when I was selected, I was the first man. 100 almost 50 players that day. A lot of people was there. If you meet some of them in that time, they will tell you I was the only man that white man talked to.
Wow.
And that white man did not talk to me because he knew me. He talked to me because he saw this guy is so good. He called me, asked me which team I play for. And I told him my team. And then he said, he tapped my back and then he called a list. And yeah, we go on with the whole preparation. We went to Sudan. He trusted me. I played so well at the game in Sierra Leone. I did extremely well. We won Sierra Leone 3-0 at the time I can remember. So we made that trust, me and him. And then here come Kevin Sengwe, the huge midfielder of Liberia all time. Big respect to him, honor so much. Here come Audible Mako also. These are George VI level midfielders. Mm-hmm. And now this guy trusts Theo Lweis. So we went to Morocco for the training camp. And we play, we went to Libya. For the Libya game, it was when none of them could play in front of me. But then, and we had Dooley Johnson also. So I played very well. I was the lead in Libya. The white man said no because Gaddafi's son came on the camp that night after the game because he had a team there too.
You mean the former president of Libya? The late president of Libya?
Former president, yeah. His son came on the camp to discuss about me to stay. I think it was me, and I think he asked about Lafor, someone. But then the white guy said no. He said, no, I can't stay in Libya, but they wanted me to stay. Then I left because I was free agent. I was free agent in that time, going on to NPA. But then we went back because it was on a campaign for the qualification, I think the World Cup qualification. Mm-hmm. So we had few games in that period. When we got back, the Gambia game, that was my first international game for the senior national team.
You mean the 1-1 draw?
Yes. Lone Star had never played for a very long time. And there's something in Liberia when Lone Star don't play for a long time, maybe, and then after they get one international game, the whole country get crazy. The stadium becomes overwhelmingly full. Then something happened on the camp. On our way from Morocco to Liberia, Kevin Sengwe had done something, and the coach did not like. And he also stepped out of the camp, and the coach also did not like because he was to start because you cannot put Theo Lweis in front of Kevin Sengwe or Oliver Marco in such a game. But then I have built a close proximity with the coach because I play all those test matches very well. Okay. Kevin Sengwe had never played. Oliver Marco had never played. With all those test matches, they never played. They just came because they were called. And now these are people who led the national team. These are people who should lead us, the young generation. They will stay on the team. George people were there. And then
they're supposed to play, but because of their attitude, the coach called me in the night. And he said that, look, listen to me, Theo Lweis, I trust you. You're going to play this game. I shit my pants immediately because I know that's Liberia. Not anything when I play, I'm going to play. When we listen to the lineup at the morning hour, before after breakfast, 9 o'clock, and then there was one guy that his voice was so huge in the country, Hilary Justin Kondo. I think he had his show. And his show, like the whole country will listen to his show. And that guy destroyed me. He criticized me strongly. He spoke so down on me. And why Kevin is not playing, is so immature, so this, so yada yada yada. He went on, and I listened to the radio. I think that was also bad for me because it destroyed me. My whole confidence was gone. And if it was in foreign country, at least I would try. Yeah, he destroyed my confidence. And the white guy trusts me so much. And everybody said he can do it. Murphy Nangbe was one of the guys who helped me a lot in that period. Okay. And he came to my room. He said, Theo, you will play. You can play. Don't mind those people, And okay, we went to the game. By the time we reached ESW Junction, I said, I looked around. If that door was a little bit slack because they had security at the door, I was going to, I was going to get all the time because I was living GSC Road. Don't forget. So my house.
Why you're going to escape? Because of fear?
When the bus reached to red light, the amount of people I saw wearing the red, white, and blue, people joke with the national team. That national team after George Weah days, we who came on the generation of George Weah, 11, Liberia national team was still sweet to watch. Okay. The whole country was going on the field. And when we reached the ESW Junction, the amount of people I saw, I never saw those people before. And I was so scared because I was starting in Liberia. And imagine, when we got on the stadium, I could not even feel my leg. Grace of God, this is what I prayed for. This is what I worked so hard for. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. Okay. If I want to be a jerk, I will shine on my own career.
Okay.
But so if I want to explore, I will play football, and I know.
We now know where the journey all started from for Theo Lweis, which former international midfielder for Liberia. Theo, on the record, we struggle at times to get our records set up straight on the internet. The internet is saying to us that Theo Lweis, on the goal for Liberia, came against Mali in the qualifier in Bamako. Is that a realistic record? That you scored a single goal for Liberia during that time?
Well, I don't know. I can put my hands on it because we have a series of games. But then don't forget, I was playing defensive midfield. Okay. For instance, I will put it like this: why I did not have the opportunity to score many goals? I was playing in a system that allowed me to play also like Yaya Toure did in Barcelona. Because when Yaya Toure was in Barcelona, he could not even cross the center line multiple times.
Playing with discipline and instructions.
Yeah, discipline and instructions. So I was playing with instruction because why I did not have the opportunity to score many goals for Lone Star because when I went to Europe, I went very young. Okay. And these are some of the things that make many African players do not play in Europe because they don't know system. It's not about the
system and discipline.
The system and discipline makes you have a career in Europe. Okay. Any African player or any European player. So I came from that fundamental basis, not from the academy. But so that's why I wasn't able to do. If I were playing box to box, maybe, well, I was going to score a lot of goals. Okay. But then now, I was just playing discipline.
Now Theo has left the football pitch. This big announcement on social media that Theo want to venture into politics. Theo want to become the president of the state. I'm concerned from the sports angle. You play football, you are with the national team, you fear the law from Liberians, but yet the results were not provided or were not coming forth to certify Liberians to take us to our third ever AFCON or to go to our first ever World Cup. You want to be president, Theo. Tell us the motivating factors. What is motivating you? What motivated you to have made that announcement after leaving the pitch that you want to jump and lead the country?
A lot of things, almost a lot of things, because I born and raised in Liberia. Both parents are Liberians. Sorry. We are the generation on the very destruction in our country.
Okay.
It wasn't sport that destroyed our country. It was politicians that destroyed our country. And when I go back in time as a young child growing up, destroyed my entire childhood was ruined into with the civil war that destroyed that very country until today. And none of them who destroy the country can fix that country problem.
Okay.
After one regime to another regime, we always see marginalization. We always see extreme poverty.
Okay.
Nothing changed. Even from the very sports side. When we was on the national team, we never had any form of sponsorship.
No support.
No support.
Okay.
Do you know how many money go through the government system? Do you know the kind of country you're talking about? The resources that we have? Do you know the kind of country we talk about today that marginalization is the order of the day?
Okay.
Or divided country? Or country with or adapted constitution, 1986. There's no law and order in the country. You only live by the rules when you are in high office or your parents are rich.
Okay.
And when you are poor, there's no justice. When you are poor, you're from the ghetto, there's no opportunity.
Okay.
And all these countries that I live in, I see young children growing up as child. People are not abused. The rule of law have been established. And opportunity have been given to every child, every man. And in Liberia, that cannot happen. Then I think about my own life. I think about my mother's life.
Okay.
My mother also was very educated, but she did not have opportunity to work.
Okay.
I keep asking myself, why these things happening? Now, this is my generation. I am a Liberian, born and raised. I have the right. We have a constitution that allows me to implement those rights.
Okay. Now,
those rights can only be justified when the constitution did not allow one guy to do it. They are rebelling.
Okay.
So there's a lot of things that draw me into politics.
Now, you are from the background of sports. We have your big brother coming from the same background of sports, became president of the country. You, with that same ambition, let's assume you are given the opportunity one day to become the president of the state. Let's focus on where you came from. What is your plan for sports?
It will be amazing. It will be amazing.
Okay.
It will be amazing because
what difference you do than your big brother that just left the stage, George?
I will say, a soldier man who was trained to kill. He was never trained to joke around. He was trained to kill. Let's go to this country right close to us. Let's go to Burkina Faso. The guy of his expertise, right? Do you see the National Army of Burkina Faso? Do you look at them? Go on YouTube. Go on the news and see. You don't joke with them because you know what happened? The very sitting president invests into the army.
Where he came from. So he's saying
where
that huge investment will be given to the sports sector, mostly football.
Investment should be given to football. Now, why I speak about this whole army thing? President Doe was the man who gave birth to the very George we are 11 that everybody enjoy.
Okay.
He was trained to kill. He was an army man. Now, I remember that he sent those young guys He gave the opportunity, sent them to Brazil. George Weah was part of those group. Kevin Semble, if I'm not mistaken, was part of the group. Joe Nangwe was part of this group. James Salin Sadiba was part of the group, the young man that was sent to Brazil. Why did Army men invest into football? Everybody know the Dole regime, Lone Star was getting some, funds. Now, when you have a president who choose not to invest and give opportunity to the very, very sports that unite our country. Because I remember during the revolution, Liberia was divided. Tribal politics was the order of the day. Dio man, kidding, crowd man, yada, yada, yada. Warrior fashion all over the place. No one is stable. But when it comes to the very soccer game, everybody stopped the war and everybody became Liberian. If you have a clever system, they will invest hugely in sports.
So Theo Lweis, as a president of Liberia, if God blesses him, he becomes the president. Sports will get that huge support. The national team will return to its glorious days. Is that what you're saying on your watch?
Oh, we need to. Oh, yes, we need to. Look, for instance, I'm a very jealous person. I'm very jealous. But I'm not envious. I am jealous that, Thomas, you can be better than me. In my mind, I say I'm the best.
Okay.
And if I found a country, my country has to be the best. I don't care what they do in Ivory Coast. If I see a tall building, I must put one in Liberia. If I see Ivory Coast going multiple times to the African Cup of Nations, and I see all these people and I can't see my country, no, my country has to be there. How do that happen? How do that happen? Look at the World Cup. The whole world is in America here. It's amazing to see those African countries that came here. Like people go nowhere. Who is hurt? Who thinking about that country? If you have a home that is just useless, all your children useless, Thomas, how can you sit and eat to another man's house and brag? You can't brag. You can't open your mouth because at the end of the day, look at your house, look at your children. So look at our national team. So there we get picking them for counting meat. They check you from counting meat and they put each other in trouble. They put each other in trouble playing against people who has developed long time in France. Put each other against. I remember we played against Yaya Touré and those people. Do you know where they come from? And y'all want us to beat the jury? It's not possible.
Somebody will say Theo, you from a football background. Why didn't Theo envisage himself or see himself as somebody who can start from football, run for maybe an executive committee member position at the LFA or maybe the president of the LFA, because he's from football, to develop football to the highest peak?
Well, everybody has the right to choose whatever they want to become.
Okay.
Liberia have a constitution that gave it's democracy. I choose whatever I want to do.
Yeah, sure.
I choose,
right.
and I follow the bylaw and constitution in my country that allow me to implement my rights. If I wanted to become, for instance, an armed robber, well, I become an armed robber, a professional armed robber. That's what the state allow. If they arrest me and I was doing the wrong thing, well, I will take accountability. As I'm taking accountability of everything that I do in my life, I take the first decision of who I want to become, what I want to do. So I don't believe it's a fair thing for people to say, oh no, he should have been like this to this place. Because at the end of the day, whatever drive a man crazy, that's why he becomes best at. For instance, you have chosen to become a journalist. So do you want me to say, no, Kojo, you're supposed to open a recreation center for the kids to play? Why you did not do it? That is unfair. That is unfair. So I decided, after soccer, there's nothing about soccer that I really want to partake in. It don't interest me. I know I play in a lot of clubs. I know a lot of agents. Most of my friends that we play, they are coaches. And I could have been one of those guys who can help other players. I have helped other players for Liberia. Don't forget, I help people. But I was never helping people and making publication like other people does.
Theo Lweis is our guest this afternoon on the Freedom Weekend. Supposed to have a few minutes to go. Let's go to the line and start to interact with our callers. Call us on 0776 104 104, 0776 104 104, 086 500 104. Theo wants to be president of the Republic of Liberia. Theo said, under his watch, football will develop to the highest level, sports will develop. The national team will return to its glorious days, those days when Liberians used to troop in their way at the SKD Sports Complex. Let's go to this line and get this person. Your name and where have you joined us from?
Thank you very much. My name is and I joined the conversation this app from Debao FM.
Go ahead.
And I let the kids to the main and then sit out. But Theo Lweis, you know, in this process, if you choose to come to the president of the Liverpool Association, you will come clean.
No, Theo doesn't want to be president of the LFA. Theo wants to be president of Liberia. That's why he said under his watch, he will make sure football be in power.
He did it 2 weeks yesterday, in which that our sport in the bathroom, and so we speaking on the platform.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to the line. Let's get another person. Call us on 0776 104 104, 0776 104 104. Let's get this person. Your name and where have you joined us from? Theo Lweis is our guest on the Weekend Post.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm Nelson here. The kid we need to remember that name in the next year.
The line is very low. I can really hear clear. I don't know if I should answer some of those questions.
No,
it's very low. I don't know if you can.
I will get them for you. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Theo Lweis, you're my little brother. You have a very good passion. But you need to start from somewhere.
Okay.
You get that, like you said, you have your constitutional right. Also, you want to become. But I want to say this to you. You talk about other people that play for the national team and other things. Like myself, I played for Watanga last year before I resigned. You get me?
Go ahead.
So I advance to you. Like I was
you are advancing to start from somewhere, right?
You have to start from somewhere.
Okay, thank you. He's advancing to start from somewhere. Your name, where have you joined us from? Hello? Your line is very bad. Terrible. Let me get this person right here. Hello?
Hello. What's going on?
Your name, where have you joined us from? Go ahead, your name, where you joined us from? Hello? Okay, the person seems not to be ready. Let me get this person right here. Hello? Yeah, your name, where you joined us from? Welcome. Okay, thank you. The better economy. Your name, where you join us from? Yeah, your name, where you join us from? Go ahead quickly.
Thank you very much for the show, the fascinating show this afternoon. And we have said to you, last time we have been hearing such a thing that is doing the positive of our country.
Okay.
To you still right.
Okay, let me get this person from here. Hello? Hello? Good afternoon. Hello? Call us on 0776 104 104. Let me get this person right here. Your name, where have you joined us from? I'm doing good. Your name, where you joined us from? Go ahead.
Most of the time when I share our former sports package,
Okay, thank you. Hello? Your name, where you joining from? Okay. The lamb is shame. Everybody want to participate, but not coming in. Well, let me get this person. Hello?
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Your name, where you join us from?
My name is President Epto. I work on President Junction in Lokington.
Welcome, though.
Yeah, and to our brother and Institute Theo Lweis, my recommendation to him is for him to tell people like the way Jaya Toure and Solomon Kalou are doing, to send our local players and outside to get better opportunities.
Okay.
And for him to put his hand into liberal politics.
Okay, thank you. Theo should open an academy instead of him wanting to contest for the presidency of the country. Your name, where have you joined us from?
Yeah,
Go ahead now. Go ahead all the time.
Why is it
Okay, I got the point. Why he doesn't want to invest in the sports, but I'm good. Go ahead.
Yeah, this one, the ambition may be poor, but in the country, everybody knows that is
Okay. Okay, thank you. Theo should start from representative. Your name, where you join us from?
My name is Vanya. I'm calling from Bedtown.
Go ahead.
You know that man, this country is a lot of chicken feed.
Labrador is that? Okay, Labrador is not a grand or a chicken feed spot. Call us on 0776104104. We seem to be out of time. Hello, your name, where you join us from? You, the last caller of the day. Welcome.
Yeah, let me say to that individual, Mr. Theo Lweis, who want to be a political aspirant, and then like all of service. Because we have just jump into politics, invested a lot into soccer.
Okay.
For example, you can remember, just we have put a lot of national players for junior professional soccer FC.
Okay.
Professional FC. They put a lot of professional players that play on the Labrador and promote almost up to African Cup level.
Okay.
Never mind, we never play World Cup.
Okay.
So he needs to come to start like Georgia.
Theo needs to start from somewhere. Thank you. Theo, you listen to the callers. Many of them are saying you have a good dream, you have a good plan, but you have to start from somewhere. Somebody is saying, why can't you invest into football in Liberia, get an academy, and make some money? Some are saying, why can't you start from being a representative to go up? Some are even questioning you that Liberians are bad sort of people when it comes to voting. They eat your money and then they let you down. Theo?
Well, I listen to few words from them because the line is not so clear. But I would say again to all the young compatriots of our country.
Okay.
One of the things I will say to them, and I will continue to say these words to all of them, Liberia have a draft constitution that allows people to implement their own right because we are a sovereign nation. And these rights is given to all Liberians according to our constitution. They say all Liberians are equal they are entitled to equal right and justice. Okay. So I do believe I understand their own advices, and I have thought about everything before I take this decision. And this decision I'm taking, Liberia do not have just sports problem. Liberia have a national problem, and this national problem should be discussed by all Liberians. Now, if everybody think the same way, if everybody think that you have to go first, start digging well before you go start finding some hook before you plant or garden. No, sometimes people just come, they bring a water tank and they set it there and just start digging.
Everybody can start from down.
Everybody can start from anywhere.
Okay.
It don't work that way because everybody could start from everywhere. Look, we do not. Look, the system do not give Liberian opportunity. Liberia is a closed country, and I can feel the frustration of these young men when I listen to them. I'm a young man. I'm 36 years old. I'm not a child. And most of those people that are talking, most of those people that have been marginalized, they have been living in a country without opportunity, no real education. Because it's one thing to just read a paper, it's another thing to live with experience. And if some of them have experience to live in some of those countries and see 23 years old millionaire, 18, 19 years old people doing way better with their life. I don't believe. They will talk the way they talk. And I will stand for them. I am fighting for them.
Let's go.
Care
Let's go on to
you. To be a football man or not. No, not everybody would invest in football. I don't have to have young professional first. I don't have to go and build academy first. I'm not Yaya Toure. I'm talking as Liberian. I'm discussing national issue in my country. That's what I want to discuss.
Let's take a closing statement and we'll go home to you.
Well, I would say to all my young Liberian brothers, challenge yourself. Liberians of failed state, do not be a partisan. Being a partisan will make your life deplorable. I have no right to even come back to Liberia to talk anything about politics. I am not a politician. I am a humanitarian. And the reason I'm into politics because of you. That sitting my young man talking about, that I use that small ball to go do something else. I want you to listen. Your children will cry one day that you did not try.
Okay.
Because the country that you're in needs to be open with all fairness and accountability. Theo Lweis is into politics because he want the narrative to change.
Thank you, Theo.
If that cannot change, we will still fight.
Thank you, Theo.
Thank you so much for having me here. Could you thank you ever so much? I will always be open to be on your show at any time. Greetings again to my people in Liberia. I love all you guys. Thank you for the criticism. Thank you for every advice. We will keep navigating. We'll live, we'll learn, and we'll implement.
Thank you,
Thank you again.
Thank you very much. That's the voice of a Liberian presidential aspirant, former Liberian international midfielder Theo Lweis, who played for Watanga and many other clubs. From Liberia to Europe, he played for many other clubs. This is how we love to go home on the weekend, suppose.
More than 1 hour, we are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for LFA. Does not want to do anything to allow us in. We are frustrated. LFA is nothing. They are zero. More than 1 hour, we are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for LFA. Does not want to do anything to allow us in. We are frustrated. LFA is nothing. They are zero.
Well, yes, indeed, this is how we have to go home on the weekend sports. There has been a firing edition of the program. This afternoon is the counted major for 2026 at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. I will be there. Until then, have a very pleasant time. Bye-bye.